What
is
up?
Welcome, every guys. Hey, this is me. I'm the former champion. I'm gonna pass the belt off very soon. This is James the He-Man Heber for the Massasoit
Royal Lord! Hear my cry. Give me my belt, I do declare.
Wait your turn, Heber man.
What?
Alright, let's start that over again.
Let's start again.
Hey, what is up, everybody? This is the Massasoit Wrestling Corner, Season 2, Episode, whatever the fuck we're at now.
No one knows anymore because we just give up.
14.
Yeah, 14. Okay.
So, I am James the He-Man Hebert. I am the former champion. I shall pass it off to King Tut. He will be arriving momentarily. And, yeah. And now I introduce the next person. I'm pointing at you, Steve.
My name is the unedited, unfiltered, unadulterated. Oh my god!
Whoa!
My god, Maggle!
Vintage
This is my belt. Vintage Owen Dust. Vintage kick. Vintage head slam. Vintage curb stomp.
Michael! Vintage Michael!
Vintage neck takedown.
Oh my god, Michael!
Maggle, that's vintage.
Oh my god, the humanity, Michael!
Steve Steiner, signing off.
Owen Dust. Ladies and gentlemen,
Bert Dust?
what the hell was that?
By the way,
What did we just witness here?
Pingus.
What did we just witness here? What was going on?
Okay.
Oh my god. Is it him? I'm gonna be Owen came.
And Tut's in the corner.
Owen Dust.
Way to ruin the idea, Steve. Way to ruin the intro.
Can we redo that?
Yeah, blooper at the end. We got boobs, people.
Hey, what is up, everybody? Today it is three-man day. Today, right now, this is the former champ.
Three-man day?
And right now I'm the interim chair for John. So I am James He-Man Hebert. This is Massasoit Wrestling Corner, episode 14. And
I am the unedited, unfiltered, uncensored, and holy shit!
Oh my god, Maggle! He broke it in half!
vintage something dust.
Vintage, Michael, vintage! Maggle, vintage!
Vintage Michael.
Oh my god, vintage, look at this. Vintage head slam. Welcome to the Massasoit Wrestling Corner. This is Season 2, Episode 14, and I am Bird Dust. Owen Finch cannot make it today, and this is...
You're a bird turd.
Dude, vintage kick to the gut.
Oh my god. Michael. Oh my god, Michael. The humanity, Michael.
Maggle, did you see that, Maggle?
I saw that.
Here, Maggle. Maggle, did you see it?
I did see it, Michael.
I'm JBL, you're Michael Cole.
I'm Michael.
You're Maggle, okay?
Michael.
I'm
You're
JBL.
Michael Cole. I'm Michael.
I'm JBL.
Oh my god.
Maggle, did you see that, Maggle?
I saw that vintage Michael. Oh my god, so vintage Michael.
Vintage. You fucking ruined it again.
Okay.
JBL,
Shush.
you're Maggle Cole,
Okay,
okay?
you it. Hi.
Royal Lord, bring me my belt.
What?
Bring me
Oh my god,
belt.
What's showing?
Oh my god, that's Tutty!
The
Oh my
man king
God.
wants his belt back. Give
Oh
me
my god, did you see that, people? Oh my god! Oh my god, there's a monkey, too!
Oh.
Hey, look, James got late again, but they passed out.
Something never happens. Royalty. The Mad King is champ. The Mad King is champ.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for King Tut!
Let's give it some expertise performance.
I faded.
We are all going to die.
Yes, it is, because it fucking reeks in here,
Fun
baby.
fact, this is our third take.
Thanks a lot, James.
Take 3.
We need some like Febreze in here now.
Woo!
Oh
Open up a window or something.
Don't tell me he did. We're gonna die in here. No, he didn't.
By the way, guys, this is,
Legit did. Yeah.
for those people that don't know,
James just fucking farted. Okay.
We're dead meeting here, so this might be a gas chamber.
He's wondering we're gonna throw up in about 2 seconds.
Well, as the new champion, I do declare on our. What are we gonna review today? If you recall from our last show, we reviewed Homicide.
it wasn't.
Boo.
Me and James, like, oh, by the way, everyone, that was all a work. Just in case people actually think like that.
People that's real, don't listen to Owen. They actually just beat the
Steiner.
crap out of each other.
Alright, Steiner, take a seat, man.
Take a seat.
Take a seat.
Come on, take a seat, Steiner.
Take a seat behind me or
No
something.
hard
In
feelings.
case you don't know me,
No,
well, that's too bad.
Don't do that. I'm not in the show anymore.
That's why I said take a seat behind me.
No hard feelings.
In
By the way,
case if you're wondering who I am, you don't need to know.
yeah, he's the franchise.
No one needs to know who
Here's
I
the
am.
franchise.
I'm mysterious.
Here's the franchise, Mr.
I'm-
B.
His name
I'm
is
mysterious.
Jesus.
I don't think he's Black Jesus.
Why would he
I think he's way too white to
I'm
be
mysterious.
Anyhow,
there is a
The
thing called
Luke
punch
Harper
up.
thing that he does.
I'm mysterious.
black.
anyhow,
I'm a serious.
I'm
anyhow,
mysterious.
You're from Syria?
Yes,
Is it hot?
Yes, it
The
was very
most
hard.
prestigious belt in the.
I need to find
Not
a way
really.
to speak back to that belt.
Hot potato.
No.
Hot potato.
No.
Hey, Farty, chill out.
I'll burn my hands and my shoulder.
Hot potato.
No.
Hey, Farty, focus.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, I have
Mr.
no idea
Farty.
what we're doing today, so.
What are we starting with?
Top 10.
Bird.
Top 10 what?
Anyhow, but anyway, if anyone wants to know the story, if you watch the intro, that's the story. That's the story.
Yeah.
That's the story with a brawl, and it was
We
ruined by a horny Dre.
Hey, wait, we
You
can't-
know that he's gonna watch!
Where's Steve? Steve,
That's
you
the whole
didn't get
point.
in chat, bro.
No, I see Steve. He's fine.
Yeah,
Steven. I see
Oh
Steven.
no, I have to stay like this.
I see Steven. I can see Steven right here.
Okay.
Steven.
I can see Steven Sagat. What?
Fun
Sagat?
fact.
Oh, by the way,
Yes.
everyone that wants to
Fun
know
fact
it's
is the
official,
last
TNA
thing
will be
I
dead in 2016.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pull up the article. Oh
What is
crap!
it?
I don't have my phone. Can I go grab my phone? Real quick?
Wait, what?
Go on, run. We'll keep occupied.
You know, we'll
What
probably
do you talk about Raw? Because I haven't seen. Because
I can talk about Raw because I actually watched.
I forgot what was
I
on
tried to
Raw.
watch Raw, but I got negative.
What happened? I kind of forgot. Oh, that was Kane.
Wait,
That was this atrocity known as when Kane got taken out. That was atrocious.
Before we talk about wait,
He got taken up by the Wyatt family.
Yeah,
Kane
again.
is gonna be dead. That means my video will be coming up soon.
for real.
Yeah, who wants to join in with me?
Is this
top,
a,
I
is
will.
it, no,
the
is
one-
this
the
so
top
it's-
5 reasons TNA died.
Wait,
Is
is
this
it
gonna
so?
be another prediction, or is it legit that they said they're going out?
I don't know. I'm kind of like iffy on that
Skeptic. I'm skeptic.
now. They said that because they're getting a new person's coming in, and they're gonna take a whole new look at it. The
Well-
ratings aren't down apparently. In TNA for TNA,
Well, yeah. All right. So here's
which
what
is weird because
No.
for a company they're probably not going to go out of business because as much as I want them to, they got a new I think a CEO and a general manager, whatever they got, just recently Destination America within the past 2 days, and it's a different person, so they're looking it over to see what it is. And actually, a fun fact: Ring of Honor's TV deal with Destination America ends in about 2 months in December.
You know,
serious?
to be
Yep,
honest,
and they have not had any contract talks. So if that goes off the air, I'm done. I'm gonna be pissed off.
you want to know
because
the reason?
That's the only reason that I look forward to on Thursday morning. After a hellacious night at work to wake up in the morning and watch Ring of Honor.
See, the reason I don't watch TNA ROH too much anymore is because it's on Destination America. Like, have you heard of that channel before?
I heard of
I heard of it beforehand. I just never went on it.
Yeah.
I watched a couple of shows on it.
But
Before.
you know, before SmackDown moved to Sci-Fi, I knew what that was.
I knew what sci. Everyone knew what sci-fi.
I knew what
was, didn't
CP was.
Everybody knew what Spike was. Everybody knew what USA was. Everyone knew what TNN was. You know?
Yeah.
It's like-
they? No, it's
Okay.
like Destination America is not really
Shall I say
because they have Discovery Channel. It's basically the same thing.
for Raw this week? If you guys that have watched the show this past week know that I praised the show.
It was a good show.
Why? It was the best show in a long ass time. Because you know why? The wins freaking mattered.
Yep.
The whole show.
Oh, I forget who the main event was.
The main event was a fatal 4-way match.
Oh, for the number one contendership.
That was set up because of the singles matches that happened earlier in the show, so
Which
it
were really
didn't matter.
I didn't expect Ariel to even be a part of that.
Yep, and then Roman won.
Which is good.
It was
Should
a
be.
4-way between
And-
Blarg Reigns.
You know what the thing about? You know what the thing is about? What do you mean
Lord of the
Reigns?
Rings.
Blarg Reigns.
Lord of the Rings.
Right here gonna be the nicknames. It was a match between Blarg Reigns, Mex-American, Runaway Owens,
No, I prefer my nickname better.
and Ziggler.
Ziggler. Well,
It was
let's-
Mr. Ziggles.
well, it's kind
Captain
of
Ziggleton.
Wait, what is the people again? I'm sorry. I didn't
Kevin Owens, Alberto Del Rio,
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns, and Dolph Ziggler.
Wow. That's a star-studded thing right there. They actually
Roman
pushed
Reigns
the
won.
talent to the main fucking
Or as that
forefront.
kid who made the video saying his theme song calls him,
Well,
I
here's the
love
thing
that.
about Roman.
Kid's cute.
Fans are starting to turn on him again. What? This time positive.
Wait, what's
Like, fans are actually starting to cheer Roman now. So,
Well,
And-
he was.
I think he's starting to get over now.
he's starting to get over now.
He was.
That's the thing. Like I've always been a huge Roman Reigns
Don't
fan,
go to Philly for your next pay-per-view.
They're not in Philly, though.
but I think Philly got their progression
Alright.
taken away.
2 towns you stay away from.
Philly and Chicago.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
it.
With Roman.
Actually, like the
And
night after
application
Mania when he got
Florida.
booed, they went back to
with
San Diego
Roman,
again.
With Roman,
And he got
avoid
cheered.
Chicago at all
So
costs.
that just tells you it's the
Dean's gonna turn heel.
it's the other audiences now. It's the European audience and whatnot. Like the
Like I was saying on the other shows, like I think Dean's gonna turn heel, which I'm fine with Dean turning heel because you know why? Dean's an awesome talker.
I don't think it. I don't know. He's right now that with Cena gone, the top 3 baby faces are Dean, Ambrose, and Kane.
Actually,
Dean Ambrose and Kane.
Dean Ambrose, Kane.
Dean Ambrose, Kane.
Dean Ambrose,
And
Kane,
Kane.
Roman Reigns.
Boom, 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 boom.
Dean Ambrose,
Dean
two
Ambrose
people.
and Kane.
2 different people.
The
Dean and
Brady
Ambrose.
Bunch.
Dean and Ambrose.
Actually,
You
technically,
ever wonder why Dean and Ambrose are the same together?
yeah, Cena's now gone, so
Cena's now gone, so it's Roman, Dean, and Kane.
Roman-
and
Yeah,
Kane's
Roman-
not even there anymore because
You
Kane
ever
got
wonder
taken
why
out of the
Dean?
Alliance.
Now
You ever
there's
wonder
2.
why Dean
Now there's
Ambrose,
2.
Moxley,
Now there's
and John
2.
are? You ever wonder why Dean Ambrose, Moxley, and John aren't in the same room together?
You ever wonder why Vince and Linda aren't in the same room anymore?
You
Go
know-
watch WrestleMania 17.
Go watch your presidential. Go watch your presidential.
She's the
campaign.
reason
It
why the
also
PG.
tells you the reason why Vince's left and right testicles aren't in the same room anymore.
It also shows you why
She
WWE's TV PG now. Because they wanted it. They knew she was a part of WWE, and that's why they went to TV PGs because of her campaign race. For a Senate race, I think is what it was.
I'm a raise of
You
campaigns.
would think once Vince is supposedly done running most of the shit, Triple H would stop, but he's gotta be nice for his mummy-in-law, so...
Well,
what
you know what? I don't have a problem with the show being PG.
I don't either. I actually
I don't. You know why? Because you can still have a good show if you be
Yeah. I mean,
You can still have a good show.
I mean, the Attitude Era, let's be honest here, had a lot of shit.
A lot of shit was a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
They had the hardcore title. That's
They had the hardcore title, which changed hands 20 times in one match.
I don't
that
know.
hardcore battle royal.
You have to understand that the Attitude
I think
Era-
everyone in that match at least had 3 reigns.
Yeah.
Don't look at the Attitude Era just from a WWE perspective. You gotta look at it from a life perspective. Like all this shit that was going on in the late '90s. You know, like
They
South
need to change
Park
them.
breaking out on TV
Yeah.
with all the vulgarity. Gave WWE like they
They
gave
need
a ball sack
to
you.
change their
Okay.
style,
I have an
so
idea.
to speak.
Since
Yeah,
we're all like,
PG.
we're usually negative on the show, let's do a top 10 best.
Yeah.
Top 10 best
Best moments.
tit slips.
I can answer that in a long answer.
Nikki Bella, Nikki Bella, Nikki Bella, Nikki Bella.
No,
Nikki,
Bree had a. I remember Bree had one that.
Oh my
was like
God,
a
that's
bicycle.
That's a full on.
Jeez, it was must be cold in there.
Oh my God. It's him. He's here.
The bird
Oh my God.
has returned.
Oh my God, it's the Birdman. He's returned.
It's
A game returned in 2011 with Michael Clark.
Birdman.
Okay,
all I
top,
see
the
is a
greatest
bird.
moments in the
Turd.
past.
I think we need that.
I meant to say I see a very handsome young man with a bright future ahead of him. And a very nice brother.
What Vince said. What
A
Vince
very
really,
handsome young man.
What Vince said to Cody Rhodes when he gave him the gimmick.
Fuck you.
fucking kid.
No, I
He
think
said,
that was.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna put on
I
face
missed.
paint.
Anyway,
I'm gonna have you
okay.
raped by a motorcycle gang right in front of Gold Dust.
We were thinking the same thing.
Gold Dust, like, from
Dust
the
Gold.
90s.
Dust Gold.
Gold Dust would actually like that.
You ever wonder why Gold Dust and Dustin Rhodes were never ranked by 7?
Well, it's impossible because 7's
No, I
not.
don't know what I meant.
Yeah, I can tell you why, because he was a fucking child molester. Adults didn't give him anything to work with.
He literally was, though, if you think of it. That gimmick was atrocious. Like,
And I
he was so appalled by his
Wait,
stuff
God,
coming after one
Chris.
episode.
And I quote,
Who's under your bed? Who's in the closet? Who's in your window?
and up comes Seven, who touches a kid's hand, and then the kid basically loses his soul to Seven. That
So
was
he's a soul-taking child.
Okay, how about this?
Yes. Top 10. What I miss?
Okay,
Nothing
we're
really.
about to make a list here, and let's have some
We
fun
have
on
a
the
top
show.
top 10 best.
No. How about this? Top 10
Random shit.
bad things that made us laugh.
Yeah.
Like the best of the worst.
Katie Vick.
No, the best
No,
what?
That made us the worst shit that made us laugh.
Oh, we have a top 10. Big Show's most embarrassing moments.
All right, I gotta pull it out.
Alright, ready? Alright, so
I don't want you to
We
pull
need
it out.
we need top fellas.
I'm not hungry.
Steve coming back with a
Steve,
clutch.
how old are you?
10.
Oh.
10.
Oh.
4.
Oh.
Steve,
Okay.
Steve, how old are you?
So,
31.
shut the fuck up.
21.
Okay, so
69.
we devised, plotted, mastered, whatever other fucking weird word you're gonna put in there. Shut the fuck up.
James.
Fuck up. What? Alright, go.
Shut up.
You have
So
glitter
we,
all over your
together-
fucking outfit.
Together, it's falling apart already. So together, we decided, me and James, that we, want to get humped in the back of the head.
Whoa, I don't want that, bro.
So we decided that
What?
we wanted to do a top 10 list.
Yay.
We started out with heels and faces, and we stopped because we couldn't think of any.
Yeah, it's so
And
hard
then
to
we
come
wanted
up
the top 10 Big Show's embarrassing moments because we were talking about Big Show.
There's so many embarrassing moments with the Big Show.
When he got knocked out by Floyd Mayweather.
All right, so
Hold on,
okay,
hold on.
okay, so
We're
number
gonna
10.
go one by
we're
one.
gonna go 10 to 1.
We're
Okay.
gonna go one by one, and then everybody will give their opinion on each moment. Ready?
What are we
All
doing?
right, go.
Top 10
Top 10.
Big Show most embarrassing moments.
So
Go.
number 10 is when Big Show wore the diaper in New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
weird
When he's a baby.
And then you remember he had that storyline too where we hated doing that
Steve,
stuff, and then
shut
he's like
up, bro.
doing that stuff to get away.
There, Steve, move over.
Steven! Oh my God, Steven!
He's just dancing around
There you
like
go.
New Year's baby. Like,
That's
what is
terrible.
that?
What the hell?
As one of my favorite tactics of all time, Kai would say, the fact that Vince made him do that was.
Yes.
Indeed.
Can we like?
There's a crappy American voice over
Yeah,
there.
can we like?
Kai.
Yeah, the fact that they take a great wrestler in Taka Michinoku and reduce
And
him to
Funaki,
shit.
too. Funaki's
If
a great
if there was
wrestler.
any team I could just make timeless, it would be Kai and Tai.
Actually, Funaki was good in the
I loved
Cruiserweight
Kai and
division,
Tai. Kai and Tai,
And then like the
everything
cruiserweight
Kai and Tai
division
did
was
was
gone.
fucking
Then there was Funaki.
That was a joke.
You
That's
said
my
you
real
were
name.
Totally
Let's
so
not show
cool.
Funaki.
And then like
Yeah,
Atu, no, then
When he was the
Atu.
Cruiserweight division.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah,
light
Funaki-
heavyweight
Funaki-
champion.
When he was the Cruiserweight champion.
Oh
he
yeah,
was at the top, he
Funaki.
was at the top of his game then.
Oh yeah, Funaki. Yeah.
I know this has nothing to do
You know
with
what I
it, this
love?
makes me
Like
not a
James.
joke, but do you remember when Undertaker was teaching Kane how to do the last ride?
I love. You know what I love?
That was awesome.
Like
I
James.
loved
To go-
Taka Michinoku's light heavyweight title matches. Oh
Against
my God,
Christian.
that was
Yeah.
amazing.
At
Yeah.
Judgment Day in your
Christian,
house.
S.A. Rios, and the other one was what was the
And
other
then he
one?
fought Johnny
Alright, so we're getting that topic here.
Yeah, sorry.
Alright.
Massasoit wrestling off topic corner.
Alright, so number 9 was WrestleMania when he said baby woo. I don't know what that even
Okay, so
No, but what is
does
that?
anybody remember when Big Show was like at WrestleMania like what was it? 2001 in New York before WrestleMania.
Oh yeah,
And
WWE
he
New
was,
York.
yeah, exactly. He was like, "Oh yeah, WrestleMania, baby, woo!"
I
Woo!
don't
That was
I don't remember that.
Alright, so that, no one knows what that, so we're gonna move on. Number 8 was versus Floyd Mayweather.
Yep.
That was
Oh
atrocious.
my god.
No, like I understand Floyd Mayweather's probably like a big boxer, but
Yeah.
the guy's like
He shouldn't have won that match.
Yeah.
Still.
Big Show.
Big Show like just
He was supposed to be the face to Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
They took Big Show face like a week before WrestleMania because they realized that Big Show's gonna get way over.
This Floyd Mayweather is such a piece of shit.
He came out because like I remember like, it was like no way out to save Mysterio from Big Show and everyone loved him.
You know why?
And then he came out the next night, everyone booed the shit out of him.
You know why? Because Mayweather's an asshole.
Yeah, Mayweather's had like 8 domestic abuse charges.
I actually like Floyd Money Mayweather.
And then
All right, and then we have one of the worst Big Show gimmicks in the history of professional wrestling.
The Giant.
When he was crying.
Laurinaitis.
Yeah, with Laurinaitis.
You're gonna
Remember he was even crying too, like he had to
Big
like knock out Daniel Bryan, but like a year ago he was fine with it.
Oh yeah, that too, like the crying gimmick in general.
Yeah.
Like when he was like forced to be in the Authority.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had to cry. He was.
Now and then a year later he joined the Authority.
Oh no, it doesn't make any sense.
He joined the Authority like a year later, and then he's finally knocking out
Big Show
Daniel
really
Bryan.
doesn't make any sense if you think about it.
He's my friend. Ah!
A year later.
Next year.
And then the alien does a pleasure.
No, you know.
I'll
what
gladly
makes
do
sense?
that for you.
The
No,
funniest
he even
thing
helped get the
was-
Authority back to power.
I feel like the funniest thing was Big Show was way over when he was doing that whole thing with the Authority.
His
Yeah.
creepy ass looking
And I
face.
think the most over the Authority ever got was when they forced Big Show to knock out Dusty Rhodes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my!
I loved it
God.
when Cody and Dustin won the titles and then Big Show came to the
I-
crowd and knocked it up.
I
Does anyone remember?
That was awesome.
Does anybody
When
remember
that happened,
when like he
I
wanted to knock out
legit
Triple
was
H and then he like
fucking
knocked out his post?
I'm gonna knock Triple H the hell out.
And then
Like
Stephanie,
that.
and then
That's
Stephanie
great.
McMahon was like, "No, you're not happening." He was gonna get like arrested, so then he's like, "Your wife says you're not do." I don't know. It was weird.
That was fucking awesome. That
I
Big Show,
love that.
that Big Show gimmick was over like a
Yeah.
1,000.
And then like he
bucks.
randomly just like interfered in the title match.
Yeah.
For no reason.
And
Just
then
ran
they
through the
killed him
crowd
off
and
by
they're like, "Who's that?" Oh my God, it's Big Show. He knocks out the.
And then then all of a sudden like he
loses.
loses at Survivor Series and then like it never happened.
Yeah. He knocked out.
Why was
He
he
knocked
even-
out Triple H.
I never really got the storyline though, because didn't he have that ironclad contract? Which
Yeah.
Then he could have done whatever he wanted. That didn't change
He
anything.
technically wasn't fired because he's still the Ironclad contract.
They just had, no,
Alright.
they had to give him like he technically owed money. So
Alright, what's next on the list?
John, wait, John,
Oh,
what do you think? John,
him doing like other like him and Sandow did. Him doing
Yeah.
other people, other wrestlers'
Oh,
gimmicks.
the whole
Like in 2000.
Shonen,
When
the
he-
Barbarian!
Wait,
When he, was
to go
like,
in.
when he was like Showster and like
Yeah.
all those like the
Let me
show
tell you something, Showsters.
like it was
What
that
did
was
he-
awful.
No.
He was teaming up with Rikishi and he was like Hulk Hogan ripoff.
He was like Rikishi. And then he like
He was teaming up with he was Rikishi too also. But he teamed up with him.
It was bad.
His fucking Samoan match against Akibona at WrestleMania 21.
What the hell was that? Cody Rhodes is right. He did. Cody Rhodes is right.
We gotta add that in there.
Same.
Cody Rhodes is right.
As Dustin.
Huh?
As Dustin.
I killed him. Actually, Goldust killed him.
No, Gold doesn't kill Tori.
Okay, so
Yeah.
who gives a shit what you say? So shit when Big Show had the short hair and The Rock was making fun of him for having short hair.
Somebody's got a haircut.
Yeah. Next, I don't even know.
When he got his head shaved by Big Show, he got shot with a tranquilizer.
Oh
It was,
my
it
God.
was, bad.
I saw that. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was like,
I was so
Okay.
well, okay. I was a child then, and I was like,
remember that.
I
All I saw
had
was him
some
in the back of
knowledge.
his head, like
I had
shaved, and I
some
knew
knowledge that it was.
And
I
then
had
like,
some knowledge that it was scripted, but never like into the backstage shit. So I still like pretended that it was real. I
yeah.
was so confused by that.
I know, yeah.
Why is he passing?
I saw that the next day on WWE.com.
I asked my dad that
Yeah.
day, and I'm like, Dad, why is Big Show passing out over a Nerf dart? Like, because it was a fucking Nerf dart.
Yeah. Like that's
a
just like
really super
that's just like
cool fucking
that's
Nerf
even
dart
like-
that they
no.
shot on him.
no, they were pretty much treating him like he was
Like,
like a wild animal.
for a second.
Hey, Big Show, Big Show, you become the roast for the Massasoit Wrestling Corner.
No, no.
Congratulations.
All right, so the second one was when he ran over AJ Lee.
Oh,
When he ran up, that was bad. Next,
Well, looking at our
That was so
husband.
Number one, foot versus table.
when his foot
Yeah.
got caught
When
on
his
the
foot-
table.
When his
No,
foot, when he
no,
put
no,
his foot through the table.
Literally,
I love his facial expression. He's like,
Yeah.
He's he's like holding on to the second rope, and he's like,
I still don't know that was supposed to happen.
that's what I said, like, step aside the table. Like,
Right,
so
you put it on like the edge of the table, and it broke.
It's like, oh shit.
No. You know, in another one, does anyone remember when he was like pretending to be Santa Claus? He went to sit down on a steel chair, and
And
then
it
like,
broke. Oh my god, that's what we forgot about that one too. So
I completely forgot.
Fun
about that.
fact: the
When
Big
he-
Show's first
when Big Show was proven how fat he was on SmackDown. Here's some honorable mentions. When Big Show was proven how fat he was, that on SmackDown he tried to climb a regular ladder
Yes.
for Money in the Bank, first Money in the Bank pay-per-view, and he's like, oh, I guess that didn't work. So here comes an entire reinforced ladder specifically for the Big Show.
it was
That just goes to show you that they were just poking fun that he was fat.
yeah.
Look, I just gotta say, fun fact: does anybody know that Big Show's first theme song was Luke Gallows' theme song?
Yeah.
Wow.
kind of. It's different, but yeah,
That's fine.
So it's
And then
it's a different version of it.
what else was like? There's so many.
and the Brawl for All theme song was used as Ezekiel Jackson.
When he got taken down by Shaq,
Oh,
That was awesome.
that was awesome.
that was awesome. It was so embarrassing.
Embarrassing for him.
Yeah.
It's talking embarrassing for him.
Actually, I was marking
You
out
know-
for that moment, but the fact that Prime Time just
Now-
kind of ruined it.
Yeah.
That didn't really ruin it.
So that's the list right there, right?
Yeah, that was.
I have to disagree with one thing that wasn't on there. See, I think the year was maybe 1999 or 2000s. Sadly enough, the Big Show's dear father passed away.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one.
No, that was awesome. I don't care.
Yeah,
And
that
I
was
should have
one.
taken over the WrestleMania one.
Yeah,
Right,
no,
The
no,
big
no, no.
boss man
No,
freaking
no.
shows up at the
I know
funeral,
one. I know
hits
one.
on his mom, and runs over Big Show. Big Show gets up, hops onto the casket that
Yeah.
boss
That
man
should have been
dragging
like number
away,
one. Table should have been two.
And
Everything
does
should have put up and
No,
up.
no,
an
that's another one.
absolutely horrendous
I'll just say this. See if you guys can. Eddie
somersault.
Guerrero. That whole feud.
Oh god.
When like he had to like when he was
Oh
like.
yeah, when he was in the
Eddie's
toilet
bedtime
and he was
story
just
sounds
taking a
like really-
shit. Yeah,
And
because
then,
he fed him because Eddie gave him like really bad tacos.
Oh my god, very bad. Oh yeah, that one.
And it was hilarious.
Essay, how you gonna wipe your ass?
How you gonna, hey, Essay, I have a question. What are you gonna use to wipe your ass?
Now that we're
He stands up and
Eddie-
he's shit.
now that
There's
we're
no
done
toilet
with
paper
those
in here.
embarrassing Big Show
He kicks the
moments.
door down on him.
Alright, that's the next top 10.
Oh yeah, that's right, Essay.
We kind of got stuck on this one, but
Does anyone
top 10
wanna-
heel and face turns. We only did face turns. We got like a couple of them.
Okay.
Does anyone want to discuss any good?
At least,
Big Show
at
moments?
least the WWE's not like
Alright,
that.
so-
Have any
Oh
good-
wait.
Top 10
I want to do something.
heel and face
Oh,
turns.
one more
We have-
embarrassing moment. One more
we
embarrassing
have,
moment.
like-
Big
One
Show.
more,
Wait,
one more.
One
No,
more
no.
embarrassing moment.
No,
One
not
more.
embarrassing moment, but it's like I like doing the big boss man. Like he did the poem. He's like, it's like if I had a son that was stupid as you, I wish God gave me cancer so I can die too.
Pretty bad.
So,
my-
we have-
like
one of
that.
my things was
You don't like pepper? You don't like how pepper tastes?
one of the very
You're in your
He's
nose.
so evil.
one of
He's
the
such a
biggest
dick.
embarrassing
God rest
moments
his
in
soul.
Big Show's career ever was when he first debuted in this stupid monster truck sumo match.
Oh yeah.
Just saying the
Dungeon
words.
of Doom.
Just saying the words "monster truck sumo match" makes me irreversibly dumber.
Yeah.
It makes
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
Guess
it's
who was in the company
It's
then?
worse than
Just guess who's in the company then?
Vince Russo.
Mr. Vincent fucking Russo.
Nope.
No, it wasn't.
That was WCW in 1995.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
1995.
correct.
Oh, that might not. I think
Did he like-
Yeah, no, it was monster truck
Dungeon
sumo
of
match.
Doom. Oh my god, this is like my
Wait.
favorite moment of Dungeon of Doom. Oh! It's not on yet! It's like, what was he thinking? Like,
Then why does it hurt?
it's like,
My thing
like
is.
Oh, the
did
Punjabi
Hogan's
would-
mama tell him, like, if you ever go to a parallel dimension, if you touch the water, it's gonna be hot.
No,
Your
does
fate
anyone
is
remember?
sealed in
Does
stone.
anyone remember when he was in the Punjabi prison match? He was like crying in the match.
Oops.
God, that's terrible.
Oh, God.
I will
Alright,
say, some of the
so-
highlights of
so-
Big Show's
no.
career.
So here's the deal.
Showman.
Does anybody think like half of Big Show's like moments was like makes you irreversibly dumber than like drinking a bottle of whiskey than headbutting a bottle of whiskey? Like that's
Smashing
Big,
a bottle
that's
of
Big
whiskey,
Show's career in a nutshell.
Alright. So,
Okay.
so we got top 10 face turns because we were doing top 10 heel and face turns, but we couldn't think of any.
Why don't we just do
Like,
top 10
really?
best heels? What? Well, okay, let's do this. We'll go around the room. What's our favorite heels? Who are our favorite heels of all time?
Big Show, and Paul White.
The Giants.
Giant.
Okay, go around. Go start. We'll have Owen start since he's the host.
We'll go this way.
No, we gotta have Owen Dust start first.
Okay, yeah. I guess I have to say Stardust because that would make any sense. But no, let's do a real.
You can say Goldust or Tori.
I mean, like, can we just say one by one?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Like, just go one by.
Just go one by one.
Let's go one by one and give their.
So am I starting from 10 or from 1?
Alright,
No.
Just we're going around the room.
Let's go around the room.
I got it.
Alright.
Stardust becomes.
Just say.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Seth Rollins. He's just the fucking best heel in the business right now.
Yeah.
Ever?
I just feel he's up there.
Out of here, Brick.
I got one.
In the beginning of his heel run, maybe right up until he won the WWE Championship.
He's the best heel in the business
When you
right
guys
now.
say heel, do you mean like got heat or was just a heel?
As in a guy who's really good at pissing someone off.
Seth Rollins.
Okay.
Seth Rollins is definitely one of them.
Yeah, I guess that's
So I'm right again. We're not talking of all time. We're talking best heels.
Best heels.
Edge.
Who do you think are the best heels?
it. Alright, yeah, Edge.
Edge, no sense. Yeah. Oh,
Rollins,
until St.
Edge,
I know.
Go.
CM Punk in
2009. Oh, the Spanish.
I was gonna say 2013 was atrocious.
Yeah.
It was.
Actually, 2012 into 2013 was really fucking bad.
Yeah.
You should
And
never
next
turn
week you'll
heel
be
again.
311.
Alright.
And then
I have two answers for this.
Go.
Personally, CM Punk. I never liked him actually. Didn't like him as a face, didn't like him as a heel. Hated the new Nexus. I hated the pipe bomb transition. I thought he was a piece of dirt. I've always kind of been a Cena boy at heart, so fucking hate CM Punk. In general, though, who do I think one of the greatest heels of all time is? JBL.
Yeah. And his
Go
promos.
away.
Oh, his promos in 05. In 04 to 05.
I agree with you, Owen. Oh, God.
JBL.
I should just end it now.
I just JBL, even to this day, still gets under my skin a little bit.
He does.
Because he's bad. It's not because
Horrible.
No, I don't mean.
Maga, did you see that move, Maga?
It's just
When he first turned heel, he was first doing like the JBL
Same
gimmick.
thing. The only reason why he was he's great on the mic, he's great at getting heat.
No,
Also,
I think he's
the
kind of
reason
lame
why
on
he
the
got under everybody's skin wasn't because he was good at it, although that was part of it. The reason why he was getting under everybody's skin is because he never had a clean fucking win. Ever. Ever.
Yeah,
he had the title for 10 months and no clean win ever.
Did you?
And he made the title a fucking joke.
No, he didn't.
Yes, it did.
James, what's his gimmick again?
God.
What was his gimmick? What was it?
He's
And
What was it?
He's a lying to.
He was a heel.
I know
What do
he was
heels
heel.
do? They don't have clean victories because they cheat to win.
Yes, but like what he's saying
That's
is like
natural
a good
race
heel
psychology.
should at least pose a legit
But-
threat alone. Like
Yeah,
Seth Rollins
exactly.
poses
yeah, I
a
got
legit
one.
threat. Well,
I got one.
Did.
Thank you.
I got one.
Okay, can I?
Triple H when Triple H
You know what,
when he
that
was
fucking
champion. I'm talking about.
It's a
I'm
good
talking
thing.
about.
The Reign of Terror.
I'm
That
not
sucked.
talking about the Reign of
Okay.
Terror. I'm talking about his first title run in WWF. When he went into as a heel, the WWF champion, he had the demeanor of "I'm going to destroy you."
Because he
Okay.
didn't need help.
He
JBL needed help.
No, but he
He's a
always used
fat
that heel
slob.
tactics too. He always implemented everything, and that's what I feel like makes a good heel. You look at JBL, what was he good at? Cheap victories?
Yeah.
That's,
Good
you want-
mic
that's
work?
it. That's what
that's
a heel
good.
does. They get
Hey,
cheap
did he
victories. They
Did
use
it
the
piss
titles, they
you off?
use
Did you
the
want to see him lose the belt?
Yeah, but for the
Then
wrong
the job was
reasons.
done.
The job was done.
For all
Exactly.
the wrong
That's
reasons.
what that's the job.
Because he
No,
didn't
isn't.
deserve it. He didn't deserve it at all. The only
Really?
reason why he got it was
Who?
because...
No, there's no Brock, no Big Show. There was no top heels in the business at that time.
And?
They didn't have any heels for Eddie to work with, so they had to put the belt on JBL.
Okay, it's called... How many people did they have in there that they're gonna make?
In no one. In 04, it's right out.
Because guess what? They could have turned heel at any given point in time.
Okay,
Any
who?
point in time.
Give me who can turn heel and be feud with it.
And I'm talking
We
about
want
Eddie
new,
Guerrero
James.
was
I'm
a
thinking
heel.
who?
Eddie
You're not
Guerrero
naming
was a
who.
heel.
No, he wasn't.
No, he's a babyface.
When he was
When he was
turned
champion?
heel in 05.
yeah, here's the
He
question.
was
We're talking
champion.
2004 when JBL was
Dude,
one.
No, I'm
Yeah.
well aware. I'm well aware. I'm just saying in general, Eddie was the better heel in my opinion.
Yeah, but we're
He
not
was that
talking about
04, 05
What's the
period.
face?
We're talking.
Who was the best heel?
Who was the best heel on SmackDown?
Michael
at that
Jackson.
time?
My opinion,
Michael
Eddie.
Jackson.
No, not that. Eddie was the babyface champion.
I'm talking about when he turned.
We're not talking about that. We're
I
talking
am
about
talking
the.
about that. 04 and 05, I count.
When he
I
was-
count
when
Eddie.
He wasn't a
JBL
heel though.
I
was the
count
longest
Eddie.
reigning WWE
Eddie wasn't a
champion
heel.
in the modern era.
Let me rephrase the
Yeah,
question.
Okay, go on.
So he's asking during Eddie Guerrero's title reign, who was the best heel? That's what he's asking.
Okay, so
Yeah.
during Eddie Guerrero's title reign, that was JBL, but that was because they had okay, so they lost guys. That's fine. The problem is they had numerous things that they could have done to build up another heel, and they chose
Okay,
probably the worst, one of the worst wrestlers of all time.
Yeah.
You're skipping. You're
I'm
skipping
sorry.
over.
You're skipping over
You're
the
going from
question.
1 to 3. There's
No,
two in the middle.
I agree. I agree
1,
with
2,
you
3.
that he was the
Who-
best heel at
James,
that time.
we want to know who. Who
No,
could have been a better heel than JBL? Who? Not Eddie Guerrero, because he was the face feuding with
They had.
feuding with JBL.
Well, that's the fucking
The
thing.
blue
This is where I don't understand why they didn't turn. They had an opportunity. to
Name
make
one
Booker
wrestler
T heel.
besides Eddie
They
Guerrero.
had an opportunity to turn Booker
Booker T, there we go. He was
Okay.
heel on SmackDown.
Booker
Booker T was, in my opinion, could have been so much. If he were allowed creative freedom, which he never was, because let's be honest, he came from WCW. Would have completely outclassed JBL.
Do you want me to tell you
And
something?
it did when he became King Booker.
Yeah.
All right, let me just give you.
Eddie Guerrero outclassed him when he did turn heel in 05. Anybody can outclass JBL.
We're not
No.
talking about 05.
They
We're
just
talking
chose
about 01.
JBL over Booker T because Booker T was black.
No. What the fuck?
That's
Booker
the
T had
honesty.
just debuted on SmackDown.
And
He
he got a WWE title match.
Yeah, against JBL.
One title match.
He-
No, one title,
he got
another
two.
one.
He got 2.
And a triple threat match with JBL
Fatal four-way.
involved. And with JBL involved.
And JBL won. Okay, listen to me. When I tell you this, it's fine for the heel to win by cheap tactics. You know why? Because that's what they do. They're heels. Ring psychology.
I'm not a fan of JBL. I never will be. I think he's.
Steiner.
My
Guaranteed
God.
that's a Steiner.
We get it. We get it. I
Okay.
mean, fuck. With the horrible mic skills that Steiner has, I think he's a better heel than fucking JBL.
Okay.
Yeah, just not that bad.
All right, let me give my.
Wait, talk about Scott or me?
Yeah,
Scott.
not you.
All right, let me
Scott
give my heel,
Scott Stevenson.
my personal favorite heel, Chris Jericho.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
all
You're
agree
talking
on.
about
2008.
Oh, I got a great
You're
one.
talking
Iron
about the
Sheik.
time he turned on.
I gotta go with one.
Iron
I'm
Sheik.
talking about him when he was. He came in the suit.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
The one when he turned on Michael's one, he
Yeah.
called
Yeah.
like a little war.
Oh my God.
Another great one. Iron
Jericho
Sheik.
trials, like
Oh yeah.
Iron Sheik is like.
Fuck you, asshole.
the thing.
Iron Sheik is like one of the
Personal
biggest people
story about
ever.
Chris Jericho was
I got
growing up. My brother loved him. When he threw Michael through the Jericho and made that turn, he was freaking heartbroken.
I was too. I love Chris Jericho. I thought he was an amazing babyface around
Did
that time.
I heard interviews when he's talking about the character, and he says like, I don't want a T-shirt.
He did. He wore a suit.
Yeah, don't give me a T-shirt. You know what? I don't want. I want to go out there and make sure every single one of those fans are booing. They did a story. It's like there was a kid in the elevator asking for his autograph, and he's like, walks out the freaking door, and he hears the father and I go, "You asshole!" I'm like,
No,
like,
see,
That's what a
Did
great
my
heel
job.
does. You gotta
Yeah,
be
I'm
you gotta be in and out of the business.
yeah, a good heel does it.
He always did that too. Like when he was a heel, he was always that like the first time around he was
No,
that
it's
cocky,
not-
arrogant
It's
jackass
not a horrible.
that everyone wanted to punch in the
conspiracy
face.
victim.
Now,
And then
he.
his second heel run,
I want you to.
his
want
actually his third one, and when he wore the suit and talked down to everyone
Look,
Yeah.
it's
and
not.
belittled them, that was like his
But
best
then
heel.
remember he was
gimmick.
supposed to have an attack so I could Duggan. He just got so much heel heat by the way he talked him down.
I know,
Look,
yeah.
here's the thing. It's not like a horrible thing to not be a heel outside of the business. Like, you know, Bray Wyatt doesn't act like a heel outside of the business.
But that makes you a great heel.
Boy,
if you're-
I know,
if
but it
you're
guarantees that you're not gonna get cheered by one person.
One time it worked when someone really acted out was Jericho. Another time when someone is just a jackass in general is Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lesnar's a jackass.
I mean,
Okay, I'm gonna phrase it like this.
Lesnar's a hates people.
tell me the
He hates
difference.
people.
Yeah.
he
He said on the
said on the podcast he hates people. That's why he has like
A ranch.
a ranch
Yeah.
in
with
Saskatchewan.
no one in sight. He has a fence up like miles away, so
Yeah.
his neighbors can't see him.
You know how
By
many
the way,
interviews he's
quiet down,
had?
dude. It's class
at his
time.
house.
Okay. I got one. Sergeant Slaughter. He was.
When he
Oh my
got
god, then
very-
he kicked out of the country at one point.
Yeah, I
No,
really
no,
thought so
like,
too.
if you read
Oh,
the
and
WWE
you read that book, History of the WWE Championship, right? Yeah, I read it too. You read the section with him. He actually, it's true. He had death threats on him, his family. Someone actually showed up to a live event with a gun, ready to shoot him.
Yeah, but
And that was what one moment he had.
like,
He
That's
was
why
like,
they had to turn him back.
it was so bad. Like they had to.
They had to turn him back.
That-
Because it was like,
Oh,
at that point there was like
It
no
was
one.
so bad. Like they had to have like people like take his kids to
Even-
school.
yeah.
That was that bad.
And to this day,
Fucking, like, leave his house.
I know.
I believe that heel run has permanently affected the outcome of anti-American characters.
Oh yeah.
Perfect
yeah.
example, another great heel, Muhammad Hassan.
Oh,
Yeah,
That wasn't more. That was
He
just
was-
that was just the
bad timing.
bad timing.
Very bad timing and very
Yeah.
bad booking.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though.
Thank you, Paul Heyman, for that one. Actually,
With Steiner,
I will agree
not
with
Steiner,
that.
with Slaughter,
It
you know,
never-
he's anti-American.
Why?
And, you know, people hate
Why?
He was American though, so he's
But
like,
yeah,
I will
actually,
say
he was
that.
Italian.
I think that's
I'm
simple.
gonna say this right
But
now.
you know,
I gotta say this. That all Muhammad Hassan would have had to do to be in the clear was not have the masked people beat up the Undertaker.
I don't think that wasn't the problem.
That's a stupid idea.
That wasn't the problem.
No, but
It was the fact that the London bombings
Bombings happened at the same
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
why.
hey.
That's why though.
And
Here's the reason why I say
At
that.
point, yeah, there
I
was-
know they never could have predicted it. I'm not saying they could have never predicted
Yeah.
it. But they should have gone back to what the character was about in the first place. He wasn't a terrorist.
No.
He was an Iraqi. He was a guy
He was
He
not
was
an Arab. He
accused
was
of
an Arab
being a
American.
terrorist who's actually an Arab American who felt
Actually-
persecuted. That was his whole gimmick.
And the whole thing is
Yeah,
actually.
and he demanded
And then they
demanded
turned
equality
him
for
into a
everyone.
terrorist.
And then they turned him into a terrorist by
Right,
having
talk
like
down at the
masked
same
people
time.
beat up the Undertaker.
And he was supposed to beat
Which
Taker
show-
at the Great American Bash.
Well,
He was supposed to beat Taker at Great
Stupid.
American Bash and win the title at SummerSlam.
Yeah, but that didn't happen.
If
He was that close. And that one booking decision, I don't care what excuse you can make.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not saying they needed to know that, yeah, they couldn't have predicted the London bombings, whatever. But the gimmick was
Yeah. It's
sympathizer. The gimmick was
Yeah.
persecution.
His-
not
It says his
terrorism.
career came to an abrupt end when a controversial terrorism storyline conceded with the July 7, 2005 London bombings, leading to the television network UPN to pressure WWE to remove Muhammad Hassan's character from television.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rehired as a vice principal at G-Rave about the high school in Fulton, New York.
Wow.
He's a vice principal now.
So he took Matt Stryker's job when he came into the business.
Alright, so
Another
I,
great heel.
I have another one. I have another good heel. Another great heel. I had.
What era were they from?
Hogan when he turned
Oh,
heel.
that's what I was gonna do. Hogan for NWA.
He was 20. He was 23 when he debuted on WWE TV.
He would have been the youngest.
Muhammad
heavyweight-
Hassan.
He would have been the youngest world heavyweight champion.
No, one Brock.
He would have been Randy Orton.
No, it wasn't
It was
25.
Orton. Orton broke the record from Brock.
Yeah. No.
Oh, yeah,
He was on his way to being
Shadow.
WWE champion.
Yeah, when
It
he
was- that was the
seriously found
legit
the belt at
plan.
SummerSlam.
Yeah, the
But
belt
then
was
the
just
next,
within like
like,
a ring. You picked up the ring.
Rest
Yeah,
within
yeah,
like
I
the next
remember he
rest
found
half
the
the
belt,
year.
and
Yeah,
everyone was so impressed that he was the one that found it because no one wanted. I actually heard a rumor that someone named like Mr. Wah, I think, first name Crispin, might have won it.
Crispin.
Yeah, Crispin.
Crispin.
Crispin, not Wah.
Christian.
Christian.
Now, guys, by the way, I think we like pissed you.
Crispin Takanawa.
Oh, what?
We think we pissed you off with the JBL. You've been quiet ever since we brought him up.
Oh, I didn't mean to say Crispin. What I meant to say was
Here's the
Shadow Man. Shadow Man.
here's the reason.
Murder, suicide.
Alright, if everybody wants me to know, yeah, okay, I'm a little out of it. The reason why I'm always and forever will be against JBL is because yes, he was the only heel in the company that could take on Eddie, but the problem is that just the way they were booking him in general and it was the way it destroyed the legitimacy of the championship because look at what happened after. Christian was supposed to get a championship match. They didn't care. Jericho, same thing. They didn't care. That's why he ended up leaving.
Took Cena
yeah, exactly.
He did.
Yeah.
And that was the
Belts.
thing. And that was the thing. And I got to be honest. Cena compared to Jericho and Christian back then,
Not close.
not even close.
You know what I hate about
Jericho and
WWE
Christian should have
right
won on
now?
numerous occasions.
Is that like if you ever watch the game simulations when they put
I don't know
past
about that.
Cena against new Cena, they always have to put new Cena over because they don't want people thinking the old Doctor of Thugonomics is better than the Cena today, which is bullshit. All right, back then
I would
he
say
had
the new
ruthless
scene is
aggression
like
going.
successful, more successful than the old
It
one
is.
was.
It is.
Yeah,
That's the reason why.
Old Cena was just
Well,
even as a wrestler, he
there's
was
two
better
problems
in
with
general. He
Christian
had a lot
and,
more variety.
They're both on Raw. When JBL was champion. They're still doing the brains.
I'm saying in WWE. I'm saying the WWE title picture.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because WWE picture, WWE titles on SmackDown.
I mean, and the
Yeah,
fact
they're
that
both on SmackDown.
and here's what my thing: if you were gonna put a Christian on SmackDown, they had Christian on SmackDown at one point. The U.S. title, which was currently held by Orlando fucking Jordan.
Yeah.
Remember when
Had
he
to
debuted in
compete for
TNA?
that?
He cannot do it.
No, we're not gonna do the World Heavyweight title.
He came out.
We're gonna
Gonna
do. We're gonna do we're gonna
Remember he
do
came out
the
and
US
spread oil
title.
on-
which Orlando Jordan currently held, which completely disintegrated that title in the first place, right up until Chris Benoit won that belt, and like I don't even know how short that match was. So
In like
He was
7
like a
seconds, and then he
fucking
wins with
Yeah.
you. Booker.
yeah,
That was it.
Look, guys, if anyone
amazing
remember
feud with Booker T.
Alright.
by the way.
TNA, remember when Orlando Jordan came down from the rafters with the danger tape on him?
We don't want it.
I was scared. I
That
thought he
was
was
kind of
gonna
terrifying.
I thought he was legit gonna F someone in the ring. Like, I was scared.
I'm like, is
Rough him
this
Rough around the
Cinemax
edges.
or is it Spike?
I
The
will.
lollipop, holy shit.
Seriously,
Get that out of my head.
It looked like he was. It looked like he was gonna give someone a rosebud.
Another great heel. Another great heel.
Fisted anus.
Shawn Michaels after the screw job, obviously.
No. Michael's in the 90s.
Michael's like after trying to merge genetics. That guy, he was a piece of shit.
He was in real life.
He really was.
You are.
You couldn't contain him.
Mantar.
You couldn't
Mark
contain him. They're all
Mark
drunks.
Henry in 2011.
Oh my god, yeah.
I love the Dungeon of Doom. I don't care if anyone else does. I am entertained by the
You know what?
Dungeon of Doom.
Remember, my favorite
water.
I wish Mark Henry was on.
heel.
It's warm.
Heels.
It's mildly
um,
warm.
God, it's not hot.
I have a heel.
It's
and,
average.
I'm giving
It's
Mark
average,
Henry.
like my
It's
career.
room temperature.
It's average, like my career.
Batista in 2010.
Batista in 2010 was awesome.
Because his career was
and
just
then
average
what-
at that point.
I have to
Bautista-
say,
Bautista
Vince,
It always was
Alright,
average.
Vince
so-
McMahon,
He was just overhyped.
In
because
real,
he was
because in real life, he's probably like.
dumbass. He's a dickhead in
Who?
real life too, but yeah, no,
Who?
Vince
Vince-
McMahon.
Now,
Vince
look,
who?
I disagree with that.
Who? This is a dickhead,
Vince
by the way.
McMahon.
With
was
Vince
not.
being the best heel. Like, yeah, he got good
Yeah.
heel lead.
in the Attitude Era, yeah.
He was the best heel ever.
But I got so sick of that character so fast.
That's awesome.
He had the best walk.
I love watching Austin kick the shit out of him.
Yeah,
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 you're right.
not-
Like,
not
I have
so
the belt
much.
actually.
Alright.
What
You
the
can
fuck
be
is
wrong.
that?
I'm
You
gonna
gotta
do
kiss out.
16
It's
since
my
I
bad
just
walk,
pissed my
right?
pants.
What the fuck was that?
That is Vince McMahon's
Does
walk.
anyone remember when he tore both quads getting into the win?
I laughed so hard. And he's like, no, he gets in the ring, he's like,
He's just like,
I can't
he
hear.
falls back down.
Gets in the
Class,
ring.
class,
Class.
guys. Seriously, come on.
Gets in the ring.
Yeah, no, he
And then,
tears both his quads,
Alright.
trying to
I
stand
tear
up.
Mike was like that.
And then
Kevin Nash takes his hat off to you, sir.
Here's, you know,
Sir,
Alright.
Sir Kevin of
Guys,
Nash.
to bring something up, so
Edge of play.
we've talked about the past heels, who was good, who was great. Obviously, I don't think we really need to talk about present heels because we all know who the #1 heel right now is.
I better name them.
It's
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
Seth
Any
freaking
disagreement?
Rollins, get it right.
But
Is it Seth Rollins?
Seth Rollins,
Number
yeah,
one right now.
Triple H.
It's not like
Triple
we
H
have much
would
options
agree.
to choose
No.
from, to be
The
honest.
#1 heel currently in current wrestling right now is Jay Lethal.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
It's Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal's
I'm
the best
talking
heel.
about WWE though. Is it Seth Rollins?
We're talking about stuff. We're talking about actually. Okay, how about this? You know,
In general, not just WWE anymore.
Oh, Bullet Club.
Jay
They aren't
Lethal.
even heels, they're like tweeners. They're
They're-
heels in
they're-
Japan
they're
and then they're
Japan.
faces in
They're-
America.
Oh,
Their
another one of my
heel
favorite
gimmick in
heels.
Japan is
Another one
their
of my favorite.
Oh yeah, by the way, Young Bucks signed with Ring of Honor.
Bad influence. Another one
Oh
of
my
favorite
god, I
heels.
hate them. I seriously do. I can't
Well,
stand
all right. Now I'm gonna do the Christopher Daniels walk. Ready?
Alright, ready?
All right.
them.
I'm back.
They changed their
My
nicknames
freshman year in
now.
high school,
Christopher
I went
Daniels
to
now the
Christopher
general.
Daniels. Yeah.
And
The
Frankie
ball played,
Kazarian's
take
the
my fingers out.
rock person
Right.
now.
That is so Christopher Daniels.
Yes.
I thought he
I
was.
loved the TNA theme song.
Oh yeah.
You know what I loved? You know what I loved in TNA was they completely.
You know
dropped the ball
what I
with-
loved was the
They
finger.
were awesome.
Ego was awesome.
Yeah.
Ego was amazing. I loved it.
Bad
That was
Eagles
the best-
theme
No,
song was my
the Eagle
favorite.
Guys.
Hall of Fame induction when they came out in the Dumber and Dumber suits and they
Yeah.
inducted
Oh.
Bobby Roode.
Yes. Oh
Guys.
my god, that was amazing.
The Apple TV.
That was like the only
Is
good
that
thing
really
on
good?
that episode. That would be too.
Delicious. But other. All right. So
But they
He's like
got
a
to walk the
walking
ball.
man with the Apple TV.
Bad
we've
blue.
Let's
talked
go one
about
round.
past. We've talked about present. Future. On Monday Night Raw, who is gonna be the next? And I mean after Seth Rollins, next big championship material heel.
Dean motherfucking
Owens.
Ambrose.
No.
Kevin
No.
Owens.
Dean Ambrose is gonna be a hero.
I don't
He's
think
gonna be
so.
the
Dean Ambrose. I don't think Dean Ambrose would ever turn heel again.
I prefer him as a heel.
Kevin Owens.
No, I want him to.
They need to give Dean Ambrose a Stone Cold turn if they're gonna make him heel. They have to make
That
him
was
heel
bad then, though.
Samoa Joe.
I think Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens has the.
Yeah.
He has the mic skills. He has the in-ring ability.
He's
He is
too
so
much of a
much-
fucking
No,
heel,
no,
so
let's
that
be
no one's
honest.
gonna
Let's be
care.
honest. Let's be honest.
Fat Owens is too much of a heel.
No, let's be honest.
And
It's gonna be Sheamus. Let's be honest. It's gonna be Sheamus.
Sheamus isn't even retiring in like 2 years. He's 30.
No,
He's
yeah,
almost
I mean-
40.
Yeah.
Sheamus, yes, but I'm
It's the
not
same
saying
age range as like
all right,
as
an up and coming superstar from NXT. Who's
Barry.
going to be the next big heel?
They dropped the ball about the NXT
Yeah,
superstars.
no,
So what does it matter?
I'm gonna have to say Baron Corbin.
I'm gonna say Baron Corbin just because he's a
Oh,
fucking jackass.
It might not
Jimmy
be.
Tell-
It might not be.
He's legitimately a
for while,
piece of
but
shit.
He's
Like, I
gonna
don't
come
like
up to the main roster and he's gonna start showing off more of the real him.
He's
Where
he's a
they're gonna-
jackass. He's a piece of
There's gonna
shit.
be a very thin line between his
Like,
acting and
when he-
his real
When
life.
he was legit. That was legit. Like he was in the car with him with Smiley and Proving Ground,
I
And he's
didn't
like-
see it yet, but
and he was in the car with Norman Smiley, and Norman Smiley he tells Norman Smiley everything. They're really close because he was like there when Corbin started out, and Norman Smiley's like, "Hey Baron, when do you think you're gonna be up in the main roster?" And he turns to Norman Smiley and goes, "Well, when do you think I'm gonna be up in the main roster then? Because you make the decision." And I was like, "Wow, what a fucking
You don't do that.
jackass."
Like, you give him an answer. You say, I don't know, tomorrow night. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, you don't go.
You
I don't know. You tell me when, you fucking jackass.
Wait, did you
He's a fucking prick.
did you see what the show that
He's a
me
piece of
Owen
prick.
did?
He's a piece of prick.
When it was just me and Owen
Yeah.
talking about
well, no, at the end,
I can't stand him. Like I think legit, he's a piece of shit.
I-
Because even like when he was in the NFL, he was a piece of shit. So it's not
Yeah.
like he was like
What
that's
was
not
his-
like a
I'm
character.
talking-
He's legitimately a piece of shit.
I'm tossing out an idea right now. For the Massasoit Wrestling Corner, we do a special episode. Now, you guys can
Dedicated
choose
a piece
what
of shit.
game it
Baron
is.
Corbin.
I bring in a game and we do a let's play.
Yep.
Any wrestling game.
Yep.
My vote,
No mercy.
I bring in my
No mercy.
Nintendo Wii. I pop
Sorry.
in Day of Reckoning.
By the way, sorry
Let's
if I
do a
wasn't interested in like trying to figure out a
Alright.
5-year plan for the next team
What?
after.
they don't know.
But yeah, I think Baron Corbin.
Alright, if you guys listen
I
to me,
think Baron Corbin's legitimately a piece of
me and
shit.
James,
Can,
if
we,
you
we
look,
need to give our opinion. Let Owen speak this one.
no, me and James like literally like on the phone. No, it wasn't the phone. It was Facebook call. We were like,
Yeah.
it was just bad. It was a bad.
Like, cause I don't think
I'm already getting into the way James was. So
like put it this way. It's like I would like to think that there would be a future, like a good future heel in the next 5 years, but the way that they've been booking for like the past other 5 has been fucking impossible. What, we've gotten one heel out of like several that could have been top status.
I can tell you
Rusev-
why Baron Corbin
Rusev could be one of them, too.
Rusev's gonna be dancing
Why
fat
it's-
guy.
yeah, they can be the next.
He's got
heel,
Dan's
but
Baron
I
Corbin.
The
think-
problem is, I think they're trying to Rusev face.
I believe Baron Corbin can change the face of the industry with a heel turn. And here's how it's
He is.
done.
Jody heel.
He's already a piece of shit anyway,
Listen to this.
so
He comes out week after week just trying to be heel, and fans
He doesn't
boo him.
have to
Not
try
because
to
he's
be
the
heel.
heel, but because like
he's
he gets Ava Marie heat. Like people just boo him because he's him. Then
Yeah.
one week he just comes out, snaps. He starts screaming at the fans, like he legit starts swearing at fans on
if
PG
you-
television. They have to
if you
censor him out like every 2 seconds. He just snaps and goes ballistic.
If
and legit, like, people start to question if this is legit, and then they have to cut Raw. Like, he'll be in the main event, they have to cut Raw short. And I'm not talking like what they do with Regal back when it ended at 11 still. I'm talking it ends at like 10:40, 20 minutes early.
That won't happen.
No, that won't happen. They won't do that.
You do that, I can guarantee it's a risk for that week, but the next week a lot
They
of
don't
people
take
are
those
gonna
risks
turn in.
anymore.
That's
10:40 is way too early. This isn't pay-per-view. This is Monday Night Raw.
Alright, so this is
They gotta
where,
do it if they want to
If
really.
you're gonna do it, do it
make people
10:50.
question
Do it
it.
10:40.
The thin blue line between reality and his acting.
May the champion speak.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so if you watched the last episode with me, it was with me and Owen, we're talking about Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
We're talking about like his entrance. You know when the spotlight comes down and he looks up,
He's nervous.
he looks timid. He looks scared. Has
Yeah.
no confidence in himself.
Yep.
So
You know why? Because people tell me you have it, you have it, you have it. And then that's all they say to him.
Yeah.
Like, you look good. You have the look. Okay?
this is his face.
Every time he goes to the ring, he looks at the ring and he's like, I don't belong here.
Yeah. And you know what to do.
It's
And that's, I mean, he has potential, but he's a dickwad.
Now,
Plain and simple. Like you
other
said,
than
he's-
WWE, for
He is like Mojo Rawley was talking with him, like joking around with him, like he was eating. And he's like, "Oh yeah, you have fun with that fork." He's like, I will have fun with that fork." Why do you focus on wrestling, huh? Like you're getting all defensive, dude. Like chill out. He's joking around with you.
Alright, I was gonna say though. Now, other than WWE, for a future here on TNA, I would give you one.
TNA's not gonna be one.
I was gonna say, I'd give you one. If
I'd give you one
they
for
were
future
gonna be
heel,
around
but,
long enough for one.
All right.
Not
It's
today.
gonna
So
be,
instead, I'll
nobody.
give you an ROH heel.
Illegal.
Yeah, it's kind of tough
Adam
to
Cole,
say
Me.
because it has
Adam,
to be in
the kingdom, the kingdom.
I don't watch it, so why not, right?
Jay Lethal, the
No,
kingdom.
well, Jay Lethal's 25. He's gonna be the best.
25, dude,
Wait,
he's
he's only
30.
25.
He's
only
30.
He's 30.
No, it's 25.
He's 30.
Look at that.
Look at us up.
He's 30.
WWE.
He was born in 1985.
He's pretty fucking
I want to like believe me
trained
when I say
Yeah.
that.
So he fucked over that.
Believe me when I say I
Yeah.
want to like be interested in this conversation and try to be invested, but it's just like for the past 5 years, I feel like we've had
James.
no good heels.
James, all I have to say is-
Book it.
All I have to say is, James, watch Ring of Honor.
No, I know. I'm watching Ring of Honor. I'm not complaining about Ring of Honor. I'm just saying with
Just watch Ring of
WWE.
Honor. That's all you have to watch, and then just fuck everything else.
Alright,
Well,
we'll
because Ring of Honor is the best
That's it
wrestling
for
product.
No, NXT, NXT.
Well, second best. I consider that second best now because they're putting Eva Marie in the women's match.
They consider it second best because they have Dick and Dialder on as tag team champions. They've been jobbers their entire career.
No, they weren't they weren't jobbers. They were just in the
No.
semifinals for the
Steve, seriously,
Tag
come
team
on,
stuff.
man. Just sit down. It's not. Alright, like, my thing is. My whole deal is when it comes to heels, I feel like they're just not gonna be built up correctly, and
Well, and that's your opinion.
no, they're not, it's not my opinion.
Steiner.
Look at what's happened the past 5 years, dude. Tell me one good heel besides Rollins that's happened.
In the
Tell me,
past,
name one.
in the past 5
5
years.
In the past 5 years.
Batista for one.
That's
Did
not the
happen.
past.
I'm talking about
That's
besides
technically the
Batista. Besides Batista and
Triple
Rollins.
H,
Yeah, Triple H.
Triple H is
Triple H,
authority.
but Triple H doesn't count. He was the Attitude Era.
And other than WrestleMania season,
CM Punk.
when they actually try
Um,
because they feel
The Miz.
Heyman.
Miz, yeah. Heyman, yeah. Brock Lesnar.
Brock.
So we just named a bunch, James.
I'm
Shield.
Then I'm
Yeah,
talking
Shield.
about-
The Shield's number
Shield,
one.
yeah.
Brad Maddox.
Yeah, I consider, yeah.
Maddox.
Yeah, no, everyone liked him.
Curtis Axel.
Well, all right, so that's fine.
See,
Maybe
you know how
it's
bad.
That's
just-
fine,
James,
see?
you know how bad it is when you have to throw Curtis Axel in there. I mean, not that he's bad, but
Next.
they're throwing.
In the beginning, the Nexus.
Oh,
Yeah.
God,
That was 2009. Oh, 2010. Yeah.
That's
I
fire.
was a
so.
Nexus, so you're against us, and I.
Well,
No,
yeah,
no,
but
no.
they fucked it up. I'm talking about one that they didn't fuck up.
No, they didn't fuck it up.
Yeah, they
One
did.
man fucked it up.
They fucked it up.
Nope, one man. One man because
Except
they gave
for
him creative
Lesnar
control.
and
Do you know who that one man
Rollins, I
is?
feel like.
Well,
They
yeah.
John
fucked up every other
Cena.
guy.
Fun
Fucked up
fact.
Batista's heel run.
See,
They pretty bad. They made him turn
So,
into a
Batista.
prissy
Fun
bitch at
fact.
the end. I'm gonna just say it.
Yeah.
They turned
John
him into a
Cena-
prissy bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking
Jericho.
Who were the other ones that you named? Curtis Axel. He had no
We didn't-
fucking
we didn't-
value.
No.
The Nexus was fucking ruined after that time. They got DDT'd on the floor. They made him look incredibly weak. Because Cena just kicked out at 2 for no goddamn reason. It made no sense.
And then he like him on with the.
I would have been fine because I knew Cena was gonna win anyway. But you didn't have to DDT him on the floor. That was stupid.
Yeah.
The Miz.
The Miz don't even. She never should have even been in the main event in the first place.
But he was a top heel though, because everyone hated him.
That's the only the reason why. Again, it's a JBL thing. He sucks in the ring.
Well, that's
What we call skills, and even on the mic, he can't even touch JBL. Why do you do that, Steve? Come on, Steve.
I'm 4 years old now.
What?
It's Kane.
That's gotta be Kane. Turn on the light, dude. All right.
It's gotta be Kane.
What are the others? What are some of the others you guys mentioned? Punk.
Okay, this is like negative. This is
I'm not talking. If Punk's heel run, we all agree was atrocious.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I'm talking about the past 5 years. I'm not talking about the past.
No, he was still a heel in 2010.
Does anyone remember that god?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my! Does anyone remember that
They
god
fucked
with
it.
yellow
They fucked
shirt?
him up in the end. Though.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
At
In
the
the
end,
end,
he was still
heel.
in the end of his heel run.
and then he became
Again,
Vince.
another one that.
Does
got
anyone
fucked up.
remember that god awful yellow shirt he had?
Yeah,
He looked like SpongeBob fucked Freddy.
I am. It's like
By the way, me and James said that SpongeBob, the writers on SpongeBob are better than the writers of that book.
Oh hell no! Oh hell no!
Yeah,
It's Patrick! My God!
Are you kidding? Have you watched some of the shows?
He's gonna take
Lately?
me to the key.
Have you watched Raw?
That's actually a good competition of what's worse. What's a worse written show?
New Raw, new SpongeBob.
Raw
Bingo.
was good. The past couple of weeks.
Well, this past week was good.
This
This
week,
week-
like 2 weeks.
And what about another 7 or 8?
Alright.
I guarantee you
Good.
we'll go back to shit.
Something
Good.
something
Let's
I-
try
I guarantee you'd be good.
Let's
If
go
you
into
give
the
it- If you
whole-
just give it a chance, James.
Give it
Stop
a-
shitting on the product and just watch it for once.
I can't give it a
Sit
chance.
down and watch it.
You can't.
Something-
It's starting to irritate me because I love this product. I love this
I
company.
love this
I love
product
Raw.
too. You
And
think
it's like you're shitting on something that I love and I have passion about this company.
I do
And you
too.
sit here every week and just shit on this company like you don't care.
I don't because they proven
They don't
that
watch
they
it anymore.
don't.
At all.
I don't
Don't watch
watch
pay-per-views.
that.
Don't watch anything anymore.
So why is he?
Don't watch NXT because that's WWE also too. Since you hate this company so much, don't watch it.
I don't want. I only look at news updates and I do it with you guys because this is like what I have left.
What are you
You
saying?
want me to be honest?
Yes.
There it is. I
See?
hate what WWE's become. The booking is fucking atrocious, and the reason why I stopped watching back in November full time was because they proven they did not give a shit.
Look,
They had no good heels in the business at all. They kept fucking
There you
up
go.
everything in the fucking thing, and I don't get why. When there's so many people out there that could book a better show as a fan.
Alright, Chris.
I'm not
tell me-
talking about the intelligent ones, by the way. I'm not talking about the dumbass ones.
Alright, Chris. Tell me if
You and I
agree with
both
this.
agree on that at least.
Do you
There
agree
are
with
some
me
dumbass
that
ones out
he
there.
has a point in that back in the day, WWE was a hell of a lot better than it is.
It was, but it's still a good show. There's a reason why they're number one.
Now, here's the thing.
Oh,
They have their moments, obviously.
Still are.
Why?
They have their moments, right?
Yeah.
But I can see where he's coming from with most of the time they suck. Like,
Well, that's actually kind of true for any weekly
It's
episode.
a
of the
difference
show.
between majority and minority, and they're good a minority of the time is what he's saying. You know what I mean?
Like as far as the sport goes,
They don't consider it a sport though.
Like, they
No,
only
no, that's sports entertainment. They're entertainment.
no, I get
Sports
that, but if you
entertainment,
still
not
have
just
sports in it,
I mean,
I count
don't
it.
we give you a good example here? The Simpsons. We all agree that the early part of The Simpsons was great,
Yeah.
Oh no, it was.
and then they started to tail off, and they started to add They started to have what they call a valley. Every show has peaks and valleys.
Well, here's the thing. Well,
Yeah,
what I'm
they're
saying
people
is,
that
I get what
twice.
you're saying with that, and I'm not saying that. But here's the thing with the Simpsons and WWE, they are completely different.
He's just making comparisons.
Completely
James.
different.
I
I know. I
just
get what
think-
you're saying. There's such a difference with the shows where you can't compare a cartoon show with a simulated sports combat show. Like
You did that with SpongeBob, though.
No,
You just
I-
did that with
You're
SpongeBob only
contradicting
2
yourself.
seconds ago.
No, I don't. It's okay. I'm not.
It's
I'm
okay
not
if you do it, but if I do
No,
it,
I'm not saying
It's okay if I do it because I'm Stardust.
No, I'm saying.
you're
I'm saying
turn.
I said I'm just bashing on the writers, but I'm not saying like that. The cartoon is completely different from the actual show. I'm not talking about the entire SpongeBob show in general with WWE. Yeah, that's completely different. Cartoons are different than.
I'm talking about
Funny,
Peace and
yeah.
Valleys. I'm not comparing the two shows together.
With Peace and Valley, yeah, they're alright. So they're in.
That's true in every TV
Valley.
show.
But the problem is they
were in Valley
for 4 years.
You know what? Don't me tell you something. They were in
At
a valley
least.
for so long, and from 1992 until 1997, they were in a huge valley because WCW was kicking their ass. And what happened? They found Stone Cold Steve Austin and they took off. That's why I said you have to give it a chance.
I know, yeah. You have to give it a chance. You can't say, oh, it's bad 1 week, I'm not
Yeah.
going to watch it again for 6 months.
Look,
But I'm going to watch the pay-per-views, though, because that's the only thing I'm going to watch.
let me tell you how it is.
I watch the pay-per-views because again, I watch with you guys and I do the show with you guys. It's literally what's keeping.
Let me tell you how it is. If you want to talk about peaks and valleys, I'd say their first peak really came when Vince introduced WrestleMania from just one. That's when it got big. Then they had that valley going down into the new age.
I want to say the valley started at WrestleMania 9 and didn't pick up again until
the Attitude Era. That's when they shot up to number one. And then came the Ruthless Aggression Era,
which
and
was kind of
it was sometimes going down a hill can be fun. And it was a hell of a good ride, but once they hit the bottom, which is where they are now,
they can start to go back up again.
yes.
I hope that happens.
Here's the problem. Everyone is a problem. I'm going to use a word that people are always using. Comparisons. Everyone compares Seth Rollins to Triple H. Everyone can compare Dean Ambrose to Steve Austin. Everyone can compare Roman Reigns to The Rock. All stars that once were. Even Shawn Michaels said it. There's a problem with people being number 2 because you'll never be as good as the original. So they need someone to step up and not be John Cena came in. He didn't want to be the next Hulk Hogan. He wanted to be the first John Cena. That's why he created a really good time. Even though it was still during that downhill shift because it wasn't quite as good. It was a slow ride down. It was fun, Cena and Batista winning the belts. They didn't mimic anyone else. It was a passing of the torch, granted, to younger guys, but Batista wasn't Triple H. He was Dave Batista, and he was the first.
No, I agree.
And
with
people
that.
say,
But
always say there may never be another one of this person again.
that's what I'm saying.
It
though.
should be. There should be. There should never.
We should never be
I know.
doing comparisons. But for wrestler to wrestler, we shouldn't really do comparisons. Let's say them as our own.
That's the problem with
personal
Seth Rollins being champion. Everyone sees Triple H.
No, yeah,
That's
I
the
agree.
problem
with
with Dean Ambrose possibly being a champion.
I'm
Everyone's
not-
gonna see Steve Austin. Granted, that would be fucking fun to watch Ambrose be a
that. I
champion.
am. Here's my thing.
What?
I'm not
Great
trying to
champion,
be.
champion,
I'm not
because
trying to be an
everyone's
asshole. I'm really not.
I
I'm
know.
just. Everything that we've basically have been talking about has all been good to a point because of long-term planning. Where's long-term planning?
Well,
Were they really
Really?
long-term planning with Brett and Austin?
So
They
Anthony
built ass backwards though.
I know that. I'm not saying.
You don't need it all the time, but
I'm
you
not-
need
I know what the problem
You
with
need-
NXT Superstars
I'm not
is,
saying you
though.
need a whole full out like, oh, this is what we have to do exactly. I'm saying you need like you need like a base, and they haven't had a base for 10 years going on now. And the only reason why they survived the first 5 was because Edge was still there, Taker was still there, and like a bunch of other people that build it themselves and were booked correctly and had long-term booking and long-term planning and a long-term
You know what?
future.
Also, another reason why they were succeeding? Because who are they competing against?
No one.
Bingo.
Yeah.
That's why. Because they have no competition. That's why.
Competition.
And they're never going to have competition again.
When they had
Right.
WCW up against them, they had
With who?
they had
TNA?
no other option. But
TNA is
do
gonna be dead in the
everything
water
they
in
could.
January.
That's why the Attitude Era
They'll
was so
still have Ring of Honor, we still have New Japan Pro Wrestling, which is actually starting airing in the United States. We have Lucha Underground. We have many more wrestling options.
And by the way, not to
The
anybody in
fact is-
TNA, and not to anybody working in TNA besides one person. Fuck you, Dixon Carter, for that. Because we actually could have gotten another Monday Night War. You had to fuck it up.
I was gonna say though, no, it's
Because
actually
it actually
it's
could have
small.
changed the business for
It
us.
is. But I was gonna say the fact is,
Sorry again.
there
I-
will, the fact is, the reason I don't think they're gonna break out full guns is because Vince McMahon probably, in a way, like scared from the Monday Night Wars. Like, he was probably scared for a little bit that this is it. I'm done. It's over. So like,
Almost was.
you have to hold back. And granted, I know sometime in the future there will be someone else who steps up and probably competes against WWE. Maybe not for a while, but if it happens, you're gonna see.
But here's my question though. How long does it need to take to build another wrestling company out that was that close to?
Well,
to
TNA did it in
WCW?
2 years.
Lucha Underground.
Lucha Underground did too, because Lucha Underground is getting really good viewership.
No, I know that, but I'm
Speaking
just saying in general. Like,
uh,
I'm talking about in a Monday night shift. Yeah, maybe it will happen.
Brothers left.
But what if it doesn't?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what
Well,
I'm
he's
scared
saying.
of.
He's what?
Because
He's not gonna.
with Lucha Underground, it's an awesome show. We'll never deny that. With Ring of Honor, same thing. I love Ring of Honor.
Well, eventually they might get picked up. Though.
That's not.
If they get picked up, then I'll watch completely. But I'm probably not watching WWE because WWE has proven two things. They are only good because of competition, and when they have competition, they're good at stealing other people's ideas and making it their own version and making it completely better.
Here's the thing about the difference.
Which in reality, they can't really do that anymore because look at the Summer of Punk.
Here's the difference.
Look at how horrible that turned out.
James, here's the difference between NXT and Raw that NXT superstars have to take into consideration. When you look at NXT, right?
Yep.
It's simple. The young guys and the old guys. It's a timeless kind of atmosphere, When you're there, everyone just assumes this person's young, early 20s, maybe early 30s, that's the oldest.
Yeah, no, I know what you're
They're
saying.
timeless there. The test of time doesn't happen in NXT. You just wrestle and prove yourself. Once you get to Raw, though, you have to stand the test of time. That's why not every NXT superstar is gonna make it on the main roster.
It's like
It's
college
'cause the
football
fact
transferring
is,
the NFL.
they
You're gonna
can't
have
stand-
home runs or you're gonna have an absolute bust.
Yeah.
But to
Well,
say
we've had a lot of busts though.
Well,
we haven't
I
had really. we've only
well,
had
actually, if
three.
you look through the NFL's,
This is where I don't understand there. With the whole they blame Monday Night Football. They were creaming. They were destroying Monday Night
Here's the
Football
thing,
back then.
James.
but the NFL is like a big monster now.
I don't know,
NFL is
I know.
good, they're just not gonna lose.
The,
Right? That's
the NFL is a $20 billion industry.
So is UFC. UFC is like in the 15.
Right, you can hate me as much as you want for saying this. NFL's a real sport. People think WWE's a big sport, and that's why people are going to watch the NFL more.
No,
It's
but
true.
people
That's true.
It is 100% true.
nowadays, yeah.
I mean,
The
I
argument that
watch.
People want to sit there and be entertained by a football game rather than watch Raw.
Yeah, I watch NFL. I watch NFL Monday Night Football.
I mean, the
games
problem-
anyway. Even if I do, it's like because I can sit down and I can watch.
You can watch a football game, doesn't matter who's playing.
Yeah, exactly. You can sit
No
down
one
and
I
watch
know
it.
Here comes Thursday night, it's the Browns and the Bengals. I'm gonna watch that fucking
I'm probably
game,
gonna
because I
watch
kinda
it.
like
It's
the
gonna
Bengals.
suck.
But I know what I
It's
think.
a
No,
suck.
but if you make wrestling
When you
releases,
don't
don't
turn
watch
that
it.
Yeah, thank you.
That's
You know
all.
what?
Because people
It's
watch.
Sunday night, it's Packers,
Broncos.
Broncos.
6-0 versus
No, no,
6-0.
It's gonna be amazing.
No, but then people
You can watch.
want to watch like all these TV shows, but they want to know what happens, even if the show's.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Like,
so-
the fake
If it's-
argument, I can say this: every TV show, for the most part, is fake. Big Bang Theory, a bunch of actors.
That shit sucks.
The
I love that show.
NCIS,
Watch
all
it without
actors.
sound.
Walking Dead,
They
all
have like fake
actors.
sound pump.
Breaking Bad, actors.
They have a laugh track they put in.
I wish they didn't exist.
So those people laughing.
Didn't
That's
you
good.
guess? What do you
Don't
say?
believe us.
I wish. Actually, some of them I wish they do exist. I wish that they were here.
No, but then like. You
Well,
know,
These can stay.
but then people want to watch those shows, and those get big ratings, and
Yeah, it's like
that stuff actually stuff that can happen.
Here's
People
the
would
thing.
watch wrestling if they made it
Do
believable.
you want to say something?
Thank
I find
you.
kind of weird
See, you get what I'm saying.
when we were reviewing Hell in a Cell, and we were talking about the Dudleys versus the New Day, and you guys get so pissed off because the New Day won, and it's like, well, isn't the whole point is to put over a new star?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like.
But me and James said.
Like we always complain, like the part timers always win, or these old guys always win, and they're not showing.
But
the new
the
talent.
thing with the Dudleys are they're full time.
No, what I'm saying, like they're not showing the new talent
No,
because
but
the Dudleys are in
I-
their 40s.
The
Yeah.
thing though is that
Yeah,
that
but
was
the
the
New
Dudley's
Day's
time to win that.
fucking
They should have
annoying
won
as
that
I
match.
love the New Day. I think
No, we're not
I think
hating
they're
on you.
fun.
We're not, believe me, me and
He
James
looks
have
like
pretty
a
much
tub
been
of
doing
jello when he
haters
does
until
that
this
hip thing.
Huh?
I said Biggie's crotch looks like a tub of jello when he does that hip dance.
it's
Okay, but,
I find
That's
them
gross.
entertaining as
Okay.
hell.
No, but me and James,
I'm going for the belt. Too big.
believe me and James
I'm
wasn't
serious,
hating on
they
it
should just
because
get
it was.
Devon. That's it.
Me-
They
me-
get Devon to come back as Reverend Devon and join the New Day.
Me and James weren't hating on it though because it was the New Day win. Believe me, you should have seen how we were.
Oh yeah, I hated the New Day when they first debuted, but once they turned heel, they started getting.
Box.
I was enjoying that, especially
Wait,
Big E on the mic.
every week too.
Big E on the mic was awesome.
I was so entertained. Like
But the problem is, I think that's just I mean, it's not really a problem. It's actually a plus for them. I think it's just a testament to how all three of them
Here's what needs to
are.
happen.
Not really the booking.
And you know what? They won, and guess what? They'll get more over.
Yeah, I think they would have.
Guaranteed to get more over.
I think they would have gotten. It would have been more if they beat them like me in the special.
You know, they beat them. They beat them there again. And all these men in Survivor Series, and then they beat them in the especially at TLC. And you have new stars doing because they won with it. They won where it matters most, and that's for the team.
But is that going to happen though? Is the question.
It probably is. Looks like what they're going to be building to. Steve is going to sneak out. I got it. Ah. Run! I was
okay, this is turned to Rugrats right now. That's the way he was falling. So.
Yes, he did.
You know what? I'm done. That's it for me in the show.
Why are you done?
I have a class in 15 minutes.
Oh, you're done.
Alright.
Alright, well, to close the show.
Close it off.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
I
Close the
say
show.
vote. What wrestling game should we do if we do it?
I like Mania 19 or Day of Reckoning.
Wait, I haven't played any of them though, so.
Or
No mercy.
I don't have no mercy.
You suck. I can find one at a Gaming Underground, so.
I have it.
You have it? You have it at the N64
yeah.
Alright.
Piece of shit.
But that's the do. I don't have one. Alright. Well, this is the.
Massasoit Wrestling Corner.
Probably come back tomorrow for a hangout because it's
Yeah,
I won't be there.
I won't be at the hangout.
I'll do with Owen probably and a couple others from the old times of
Steiner.
Get the Massasoit Wrestling Corner.
Yes.
I am the champ.
James, plug your channels.
Check out
The lights off.
Where's
Check out the live
Wrestling
stream.
over there and Jay Hebert's side over there.
And then check out all my other channels in the description box. So there you go.
I'm gonna be brutally honest with you guys. It's probably, for all intents and purposes, probably gonna be the saddest ending to the corner. First off, I want to apologize to Chris. He probably hates my guts right now at the moment, and rightfully so. I was a bit of a dickhead today. And the worst part is, I can't promise that I won't be negative about WWE again. So instead of me rashing on it here, I'm gonna officially resign from here as a host of the Massasoit Wrestling Corner. I don't know when I'm gonna be back, honestly. I mean, I'll still be in touch with everything. I just won't be giving my opinions on here. As far as the only reason why I'm so angry at WWE and TNA for the years now is because all I want to see is it be the best it can be. You know, and I want the people to actually care for once. And I don't know, if they don't care and people are still gonna watch it, you know, what can you do, right? You know, what is my opinion gonna do anything? I'm probably just a spoke on the wheel, really. Honestly, this was keeping me up. Like this whole show kept me to still watch wrestling. But in reality, it's not even because of Chris, and it's not because of anybody. And I'm hoping they understand where I'm coming from to a degree. I just don't know if there's a future. I don't know if there'll be pro wrestling in the next 5 years. I'm paranoid about it every night. And the reason why I get so angry about it is because I don't want to see it happen. Wrestling broke me out of my autism when I was probably like 3 years old. The first anything I ever watched wrestling related was the Montreal Screwjob. You know, and I was hooked from then on. And it broke me out of it. You know, that helped me break out of my autism, and I owe my life to pro wrestling. The problem is, I don't know if it will be around. I don't like to be right on some of the things I've said. I want to be proven wrong, you know, and I hate being right. I hate being right on a lot of the things that have happened. I hate being bitter about the product. I just hate, you know, being afraid of it going under. I just don't like the feeling. I really don't. And it's not that, you know, I hate anybody here. I love Chris like a brother. Owen too, and Ori and all the other guys, John. I like them all. I'll never stop talking to them. Of course, I'm going to talk to them. Obviously, now more than ever, probably. But the brutal, honest truth, and I hope Chris watches this by the end, is I'm scared. I've been scared for a while. It hasn't been easy. Because, you know, I would like to believe that Raw was good this week. It's just so hard to watch it when you feel like you've been let down so many times. And just afraid of what the future could become. Like when we were talking about the future, that's when I was like putting my head down. That's because I didn't think there was a future. I'm afraid there won't be. I dread the day that the Royal Rumble happens, and that will probably be the slow descent. It's hard not to be afraid. Because whether I hate them or love them, you know, I grew up with WWE. You know, we just have a love and hate relationship. It's not. I'm not ever trying to. If I actually, I can't really say I'm trying to, because I've been a dickhead about everything, because I haven't been honest with anybody, and for that I apologize. And for being a dickhead, I just apologize. It's not easy. It's I mean, I still have Whammy Teeth Wrestling, which I'm not going to promote again because there's no time for shameless plugs. But it's hard to know that the thing that you're working on the most and the dream that you're following and of running even a fictional wrestling organization might be obsolete by the time 5 years happens. So yeah, again, guys, continue on without me. Don't, and this is for Chris and everybody else. Don't, stop because I'm going. Please. I'm sure Chris, you won't, because I know how passionate you are about the company. I saw that today, and I shouldn't have tried to freak out on you for that. If I did, maybe freak out wasn't the word, or a phrase, but you know what I mean. Just continue on with me, without me, guys. If I'm back, I'm back, but I'm probably gonna need a long while before I can come back to this. It's been hard. It's been a rough time for me as a fan, just in general, because again, I'm afraid of the future, and the future is WWE, and if there's no WWE, there's no NXT. If there's no NXT, there's no Ring of Honor. If there's no Ring of Honor, there's no New Japan. If there's no New Japan, there's no wrestling, period. You know? That's what I fear the most. It's just everything going under. It's probably my second worst fear, my first being losing all my friends. And if me being bitter about wrestling and being afraid of wrestling and where it's going in the next 5 years is going to cause me to be bitter towards my friends to the point where they're completely sick of me, it's not worth losing a friendship. I don't even know how to shut this off.